I think one of the hardest things to do in college hockey is to sweep a weekend. You see so many splits because the other team is, uh, has more energy and they've lost the night before. And I challenged the team to, step up today. I said, if we're going to be a really good team, that team's going to come in here uh, with a chip on their shoulder. They're going to come in here, angry, and we've got to be able to step up and be better than we were last night. And for lots of parts of the game, I thought we were better in certain areas than we were last night. And overall, it was a really good win for our team tonight against a very good Merrimack team.
Okay, right here before we start going, also I'd like to point out that was Coach's 100th career win here at UConn. So congrats, Coach.
Thank you. Hopefully the next 100 don't take as long.
All right, we'll start with Dan Connolly.
Coach Jonny Evans had 4 goals tonight, which is the most in the program's Division I history. So what did you see from him tonight?
He was Johnny on the spot for a couple of them. He was, I thought, the goal that I'm trying to think of them all. The one in front of the net, Vlad made a great play behind the net, stealing the puck, passing it to Yakam, and then, that's a tap in. And then the power play goal was a real big goal for us. I'm trying to look at him, and that was a big goal because we got the extra attacker goal. I forgot about that, and then to score on the power play, that was a huge, I think, momentum swing right there in the game. I thought that really turned the tides in the game. So. And then the last one was beautiful play by Hudson Chandor, flipping that up over the defenseman's head, and it was a really slick finish.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Coach, I wanted to ask you about the 100 win milestone and how meaningful it is to you, to reach that milestone.
I guess it's nice. Like I said, I wish it came quicker, but I think players win games, coaches direct and direct traffic, but players have to win games. And I think it just speaks to a lot of the players that came here when a program was starting basically from nothing. And I really respect and I appreciate all those players that came here when we had 5 scholarships and 10 scholarships and 14. I've had unbelievable leaders, captains, in this program. And when I reflect on it, I guess I reflect on all those guys, the Derek Pratts, Miles Genrins, the Pat Kirtlands, the Ryan Tysons, the Billy Ladas, like all these guys who were here before and were a part of it. But really, I just want to move on and work on one-on-one.
Go ahead, Bob Joyce.
All right. Hey, Mike, after Merrimack tied the game at 1, it seemed like they were gumming up the neutral zone pretty well. What type of adjustments, if any, did you make going into the second period?
I just think we tried to stretch a little bit. We tried to throw the puck up, stretch, and go forecheck. I thought our forecheck was pretty good tonight. Thought we created a lot of turnovers on our forecheck. So sometimes you just have to throw the puck up, chase it, and go get it again. If you try to, play snob hockey through the neutral zone, you'll turn it over and then you're playing into their hands. So sometimes you just got to play a different style of game. You can't make a lot of plays in the neutral zone if the neutral zone's crowded. But so I thought we did a pretty good job with that.
Let's go to Eric Dobratz from Channel 8. Eric.
Mike, what do you say to Jonny Evans when he comes off the ice on a game like this? Do you mess with him? Do you have a little fun with him? What's your message to him after a night? 4 tucks in a game is pretty amazing.
It's great. It's, you say, hey, Johnny, I'd like to see you do that again next weekend. That's what I say to him. But he's done a lot of work off season, Eric, strength and conditioning. I think that's the biggest difference. I've been saying that all year long. He's strong right now. I thought he got pushed around a little bit his first 2 years here, and now he's strong. And he can play a lot of minutes. He can play in the hard, tough areas. You saw, 3 of his goals came in the hard, tough areas, and one's a breakaway. But it's I give the kid a lot of credit. He's put the work in, and he's seeing the rewards for that now.
Let's go to Jerry. Go ahead, Jerry.
Thanks very much. Congratulations, Coach, on the 100th victory.
Thank you.
Jonny Evans, one thing too about good goal scorers make good positioning plays. And he's always in those positions on the ice to make himself available to be able to score a goal. That's a lot of hard work on his behalf and being in that position.
It is, Jerry. He does a nice job. He's got a very high IQ. He's one of those players, I think, that goes to where the puck is going to be, not where he is at the time. He anticipates really, really well.
Artem Schlane is really starting to blossom, and you can see he's becoming a full-time center. On that goal by Kale, he started the whole play by winning the offensive zone draw, and then doing that, puck and pitch and catch with the Shander in the slot. Just a wonderful play, and Jake Flynn even keeping that puck into the zone. Just a strong all-around play by UConn on that play.
I would agree with you, Jerry. Very rarely are you wrong. So I like your analysis on that goal. It was you are right though. Artem made a lot of nice things happen on that, and Kale boxed his guy out, and it was a terrific. I don't think he scored on the first one. I think he had a rebound to score on that, but it was a good play.
And puck possession tonight, you guys, that's how you can win hockey games. When you have the puck more than your opponent, and that's something you guys did all game long.
No, it was one thing we talked about after last night's game. We in the offensive zone, we had the puck for 15 minutes last night. And that's a long time to have the puck in the offensive zone. And we said that's a great recipe for winning hockey games. And we, attempted. I don't know if we had it as much tonight in the offensive zone as we did last night, but we still were able to, force Merrimack to play defense for a long stretch.
Again, congratulations. You're just 1,000 behind Gino now.
And Yorkie, yeah.
All right, let's get a couple more for Coach, and then we'll get Johnny. We'll go to Dan Connolly and then Mike McMahon. Go ahead, Dan.
Coach, going back a couple weekends to those New Hampshire series, both those games at home, you lost leads in the third period and weren't happy with how your team played in those. But then tonight you come out and you scored 2 goals in the first 7 minutes to put the game away. Was finishing games an emphasis in practice after those 2 series, or was it just continuing on with what you had been doing, knowing the results would come?
It was, Dan, and it was mentioned in between the second and third period. Jake Flynn said he was one of the kids I heard step up and say, we've got to finish this game. We've got to put it away. We have to keep playing to win a hockey game, not put a 3-1 lead. And to the kids' credit, I thought they did that pretty well.
All right, we'll round it out with Mike McMahon. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, I just wanted to ask you a little bit about John Spetz, specifically on the power play. I was looking before the game. I think he's second on the team in shot attempts on the power play. He had an assist on the power play tonight, I think now. So that's 5 of his 7 points have come, on the power play. What has he kind of brought to that unit? Because it seems like he's a big part of it.
He is. He's got a lot of patience, Mike. He's really patient with the puck. He doesn't panic, and he makes a good play. It's it's the equivalent to a quarterback. Sometimes you got to check down and make the 5-yard out play, and you can't go for the home run. And I think Johnny does that as well, as because he quarterbacks that power play up there as anybody on our team. And when it's time to hit it, again, on another sports analogy, sometimes your point guard's got to hit the 3. You can't just keep dishing it. And when he's open to hit it, he hits it. So I think it's really good decisions at the top of the quarterback in the power play was making him pretty effective.